What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of Action Sunday, a brand new Action Sunday from the new studio. As you know, I have moved the studio from the old place to a brand new place. This is like a primordial phase of the studio because, as you probably recognize behind me, this is some of the stuff that I was able to move. It's not everything. If you guys were expecting me to move, some of the big stuff, like my Star Wars poster, eventually, it's like the growing phases. So eventually, over time, that as the weeks go on, since we're doing the self quarantine to the COVID virus, So since I'm home, expect things to change up and I'll jazz up even more. It's a work in progress. But anyway, I hope you guys like this new look, this brand new thing that I'm gonna do. Also, I hope you like this new shiplap wall. And well, anybody who's into that, I really like that. This is why I love about this place, this shiplap stuff. So anyway, let's get on down to business to this week's Action Sunday movie review. Because of events of last week and what's been going on, and some of these movies have been pushed. So this week, I'm looking at Female Fight Club. That's the original title, but it was changed to Female Fight Squad. This is one of the movies I hadn't reviewed at the last minute. So this movie is kind of like a version of Fight Club, except with ladies. It stars Amy Johnston, who is a professional fighter and kickboxer and whatnot. So, and of course, Dolph Lundgren, which is what drew me to this movie in the first place. But then again, Dolph Lundgren is more of like a supporting character, which kind of sucks because that's one of the detriment to this movie is they focus more on the ladies. And of course, I'm not trying to shame or be sexist, folks. It's the problem with this movie is that these female leads are a bit either one-dimensional or not, or bland. All right, but anyway, the plot of this is interesting. So Amy Johnston plays a girl named Becca the Beast or something like that. She's a professional fighter. She is called into action by her sister to repay a debt. And of course, as you know, I've seen this plot before kind of thing. So she eventually joins this underground fight club, or she also tries to train some of these girls that she discovered at a gym, run by Chuck Zito's character. Holy shit, yeah, Chuck Zito's in this movie. So yeah, talk about trying to showing some star power into this movie. So it's an attempt, but it's an interesting movie. So that just snowballs from there. It's essentially just, like I said, it's a fighting movie. Okay, if you're expecting explosions or all this other stuff, no, it's not. This is a martial arts movie, and of course, Amy Johnston's work is limited, to me. But of course, between this and Lady Blood Fight future review. Let's see. I don't know. We could kind of tell that her acting prowess needs to be ironed out, needs to be worked. But that's the detriment when it comes to this movie. Is some of these actresses, they really need to work on their acting. Except for some of these small minor characters, they're more established. The problem is Amy Johnston herself. Okay, and I'm not knocking on her. Okay, I think she's a beautiful lady. She's a talented fighter, talented. And somewhat talented actress, so I feel like this is the growing pains. Okay, I've said this back when I talked about some Chuck Norris movies. It's the growing pains are there. Okay, I feel like she's got a somewhat career ahead of her. Just needs to find the right time and place. But hey, this movie that was one of the problems. Some of the acting was not good. But I will admit that fights were intense and nail biting. There's a pretty dark and intense moment where I don't want to give too much away. Where the main character's sister, she gets beaten almost to death. And you can tell, she's scared for her. You can tell that she wants to save her. She wants to help her. It's I get that. And of course, now when we talk about Dolph Lundgren's character, Dolph Lundgren plays these two characters' father. His story is a little crazy. Somehow their father's in prison, but there's a twist to the story. I really don't want to give much away if you want to see this movie. So yeah, I'm really that's always in there for. But so technically, he's not the villain. She's not the villain. The only real asshole villain is the guy that the sister owes money to, and like he's a bit bland, and like and at the same time, like he really is a jackass. But then again, I'm like, wow, like the last act of the movie gets really intense, and like really emotional. Like that's what got me. And then at the very end, and you're kind of happy, but at the same time, it's like I feel like it could have been better. So yeah, that's my one problem. But of course, at least they utilized some of these actresses to their potential, if they could. But I really think there's a lot of things that they could have been worked on. Some of these characters, like I said, like despite some bland acting, at least some of these characters were somewhat developed, but I felt like they could have built them up even more. Okay, if you had the right players and the right timing, I think it would have been better. Better, like I said, Amy Johnston really has some growing pains to work out. All right. I'd say if you want to see this movie just to see some kick-ass ladies kick some serious ass, or Dolph Lundgren and Chuck Zio, if you like those guys, just just in the movie for like brief periods of time, you might get a good kick out of it. All right, so I'm gonna give Female Fight Club a 5.5 out of 10. That's as best I'm gonna do. Okay, it's not bad. It's not good. It's in between. Like I said, a lot needs to be worked on it. All right. So that does for today. Let me know what you think. Thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for some more awesome, exciting videos.